What's up, YouTube? And welcome to Knowledge Builds Wealth. In today's video, I will be discussing how disinflation will get out of control and why the Fed are still trying to use kitty gloves on this problem in order to keep us spending our fucking money by using it wisely and saving it. Listen up. If there is a former treasurer stating that the Fed needs to stay the course, meaning keep raising interest rates to quell inflation, and he's actually screaming for Congress to raise taxes and other government measures, such as taking tariffs on imports off, lowering pharmaceutical prices, improving emergency policies, and lowering budget deficits, then you better pay attention. I'm going to play a video taken from Bloomberg where Summers sounds this alarm, and pay attention to how he actually described what needs to be done and think about why it has not been done yet.
We're all focused on the Fed as the front line of defense, as it were, against inflation. At the same time, is it only the Fed? Are there things we can do in fiscal policy at this point that can address the inflation issue?
Look, fiscal policy makes a big difference. This is not the time for stimulative fiscal policies like continuing moratoriums on student debt relief. This is not the time for anything that's going to be a big new spending program. In fact, it's the time for short-term deficit reduction. That's why I'm so disappointed that the idea seems to be gaining currency that you shouldn't raise taxes when there's inflation. I actually think that just the right thing to do is to raise taxes right now to take some of the demand out of the economy. We can raise substantial revenue by cutting corporate tax loopholes. In fact, if we don't do it, we're likely to lose what I think was a huge accomplishment for the Biden administration, the Global Tax Cooperation Agreement that Secretary Yellen concluded. We can generate significant revenues simply by enforcing the tax law and taking some of the money out of high-income tax evaders who then go and spend the money, and that'll contribute to reduced inflation as well. So I sure wish we could get past this basically ludicrous economic idea that tax increases are inflationary. It's just not right.
So, Summers indicated this issue that we are facing, but Janet Yellen stated this week that she's actually confident in the Federal Reserve's fight against inflation, and that she does not see any signs that the U.S. economy is in a broad recession. She stated that there will be a slowing of job creation, but that is not considered a recession, only because it does not weaken the economy broad-based. She reiterated what we already know, which inflation is way too high, and the Feds are in charge with putting in place policies that will bring inflation down, and she expects them to be successful. Lastly, she said that she would be amazed if the NBER would declare this period to be a recession, even if it happens to have 2 quarters of negative growth. She stated the following: "We've got a very strong labor market. When you're creating almost 400,000 jobs a month, that is not a recession." In my opinion, Yellen, she's pointing her finger to look in another direction where it is all nice and fluffy. I'm choosing to look in the direction of logic. Yes, growth is already slowing in the response of the Fed repeated interest rate increases. The housing market is softening. Technology companies are curbing their hiring process. My video about Apple expectation for FY23 indicated this. and employment claims, they are increasing. So these shallow recession calls that are being made are delusional. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Take care.